to the rural project again. What a difference a day makes. So yesterday's video was shot in full sunshine, so 27 degrees. We got home last night and it rained all night. It just stopped raining now. The clouds are just clearing, but you can hear that rumble of thunder in the distance. The clouds have just passed over. So I'm going to carry on today and try and get all the support posts on. So follow along. That's all the G-clamps I own, so what I'll start doing is clamping these in position and see how far I get. So I think, so this is how I designed it, to actually sit flush on the end, but looking at this now I think what I'll do is I'll pull the steel that I've just put in, I'll pull that off to the left, just have an overhang of a couple 100 mil, 200-300 mil. That'll result in a gap in the middle, or I'll just bridge that gap with some other material that I've got welded in place. Butterflies are enjoying a bit of warmth. Right, let's get that pulled over to the side. It's not going to work like that. I need a bit more protection. So welcome back to the rural project. I'm back here at the land again today, and the plan is to get the generator going, get the welder out and start welding the frame in place. The first thing I did when I got here this morning, because as you can see we've had a lot of rain over the last few days. I haven't come for 2 days because it's just been raining the whole time. This area is pretty boggy right now. So the first thing that I did was put that kickboard in so I can try and level up the ground a little bit more. Once I've backfilled that a little bit, I'll actually put another kickboard in, because the soil will be coming up to pretty much the top of the galvanised frame there. That should be the level once I'm finished here. So yeah, I'll put another kick plate in. It might be at a bit of an angle maybe, I'm not too sure at this point, but I'll work that out later. But putting in that kick plate is enough for now, just to really level this out a little bit so I've got something a bit more level to walk on, because it was very slick. Okay, so let's get the generator fired up. I'm going to start at that end. I'll just start sort of tack welding a few things in place, try and get a bit of rigidity in the frame, and then I think I'll head back to the container, pick up the ladders and start doing the members on the top. what I've had to do is just tie a rope just onto the top there and pull this corner over. I needed to come over just a couple of centimetres just to plumb up that end wall. So now that's in place and tied off to that huge tree, and it's not going to go anywhere. I'll now go and weld the top frame up there, and that'll hopefully add a bit of rigidity. And I'll go and add another piece on the top, weld that all in place, and then those two frames should actually be pretty solid in their own right, and then I'll do the same on the next two. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, so that's the first two frames in place. What I do have to do is get up on top and weld from the top. What I'll do is I'll see how I get on today. That might be a job to do on another day when it's a little bit drier and less slippery. But anyway, we'll see how we go. Alright, I'm going to make a start on the second one now. Exactly the same process. Alright, we'll see you when I'm finished. Okay, so I've welded up this side of the wood store now. So that frame's fully welded again. I've got a weld on top, but yeah, that's going to be done a little bit later. What I'm doing just now is the actual rails that go across the roof there, they're not long enough. So I've got a small bridging piece that'll go in just so that I can continue to screw down the tin sheet. So I'll get those put in position now and weld all three of those, and bring the camera back on once I've done that. Okay, that's the second brace now, or just a fill-in piece. Just need to weld that one in place and then try and get onto the final one, but I think I'm going to have to bring my other longer ladders to reach that one. But it's going well. What I've also done, trying to work out how to fix the boards in for this. As you can see there, I've sort of welded a few pieces on the end. Done the same on that side. I need to bring some more steel down, and what I'll do is I'll put another piece in here, sort of at the same height as this, so underneath here, and then one more just behind the ladder there, so that I've got enough space, or enough supports I should say, to bridge across all of this with pallets or with some pieces of timber. Right, let's get the generator going and fire the welder and get this one welded in place. Well, it's been a long, slow day doing this on my own. There's a lot of stopping and starting, adjusting, walking from one end of the platform to the other and readjusting. But anyway, I'm making good progress. So I've got the lower back rail on there, just clamped up the higher back rail. What I've done is I've actually set those at the height. I've got some fence panels, some wooden fence panels, and the horizontal rails on those fence panels align with those rails. So with any luck, those fence panels will sit on those rails, and then that'll take the weight, and then I'll just need to screw the fence panel to the frame just so it doesn't fall off. But the weight of the fence panel will be taken on those rails. So that's the plan. We'll sort of see how it goes. What I'm hoping to do is to get the fence panels most probably tomorrow and strip every other piece of paling off them, so there's a gap in between. And yeah, hopefully tomorrow we'll get those fence panels put in place and start to get this secured up. Still got to get my head around what I'm going to do with the flooring. I managed to find the red piece of 40x40, managed to find that in the scrap pile, so I've welded that in place as well. And so I just need to bring one more piece from home, and then yeah, I've really got to decide. I'm contemplating whether putting in some 25mm ply. I think that might be the cheapest way of doing this. Anything else, if I put pallets in there, the gaps between the pallets will be a bit of a danger. And if I start putting pieces of timber in there that I've got to go buy, I think the price is going to add up pretty quickly. So I'm thinking, yeah, 25mm marine ply might be the way to go. But anyway, we'll see. I'll have a look on the internet tonight, see what sort of prices these things are. Okay, let's keep welding. I'll leave this running so you can see the welding process. Quite a bit of hassle with that generator. It used to work fine, but yeah, it's just stalling all the time now. So that's it for today. Done a bit of a scrape of the surface here as well, just to try and tidy things up, put a bit more dirt over there, but I need to get the bucket on, and those stumps that are on the ground there need to get some of that dirt behind there and bring it in here and backfill. But what you can see with regards to the wood shed, so pretty much all of the welding's done. I do have to get up on top and do some of the welding where I need to access it from above, but I'll do that once I've once I've put the floor in there. So with any luck, I'll be back tomorrow, and hopefully we can make a start on putting in some of the putting in the back for definite, and maybe the sides. Let's see how we go. But yeah, coming along pretty good now. Wish I didn't have that gap in between the steel work there, but to go with the even longer steel was a lot more money, and I did want to have the overhangs on the sides, so yeah, decided to put the gap. But to be honest, it looks rubbish now, but once they've got the tin roof on there, you won't really see it. Plus, once it's painted, it's all painted the same colour, all black. Yeah, you won't really notice that. So okay, I'm going to call it a day and head home, and hopefully, yeah, I'll be back tomorrow to continue. So don't forget, if you like what you see, please click subscribe, click the like button, and stay tuned for some more videos.